My wife cheated on me with my own brother, so I exposed them to the entire family. I used to think my wife Melissa and my younger brother Derek merely tolerated each other. They were polite at family gatherings and friendly enough, but I always sensed a tension I chalked up to personality differences. I never imagined that tension was attraction they were hiding behind my back. It started with little changes in Melissa. Her phone suddenly had a passcode when she never cared before. She'd turn the screen away when I walked into the room, and she started working late, even though she was a remote project manager whose meetings always ended by 5. I asked her about it once and she snapped, "Why are you suddenly tracking my schedule?" I let it go. I trusted her. I was the idiot in the room and didn't know it yet. My brother has always been the golden child in my parents' eyes. Charming, reckless, and somehow forgiven for every screw-up. Meanwhile, I was the responsible one, the one who paid bills on time, who showed up when family needed help, who lent Derek money more times than I could count. So when Melissa started suggesting we invite him over more often, I thought she was trying to improve the family dynamic. I actually thanked her for the effort the first few times she brought it up. If I'd known what was really going on, I would have burned the entire house down before I let either of them cross the threshold. One Saturday night, she said she was heading to her friend Tara's for a girls' wine night. She kissed me on the cheek, grabbed a bottle of Pinot, and acted like everything was normal. An hour later, my mom texted me asking if I knew why Derek had borrowed her car. He told her his truck was in the shop, but she said his truck was parked outside her house earlier that day. I didn't think much of it until she added, "He mentioned going to see you tonight. Are you two grilling?" My stomach dropped. I told her no and immediately opened the location sharing app Melissa and I had installed years ago when we moved to the city. She'd paused her location sharing. She'd never done that. Not once. I don't know what made me think of Derek at that moment, but I went to the app I used to track my brother after one of his DUIs, because he'd forget court dates. I never deleted it. His location pinged at a hotel 20 minutes away. Without thinking, I grabbed my keys and drove, trying not to jump to conclusions but already tasting the betrayal in the back of my mouth. I stood outside that door hearing muffled laughter and low voices. Melissa's laugh. Derek's voice. My hands shook so hard I nearly dropped the key card the clerk had given me. When I opened the door and stepped inside, they both froze like animals caught in headlights. Melissa was in one of those silk robes she never wore at home, sitting on the edge of the bed with a glass of wine. Derek was shirtless, grinning one second and then completely silent the next. Neither of them spoke. Melissa's mouth opened and closed like she forgot how words worked. Derek finally muttered, "It's not what you think," which was hilarious considering I could see her bra on the floor next to his shoes. I didn't yell. I didn't cry. I just said, "Get dressed, both of you. This is done." Melissa tried to reach for me, but I stepped back. Derek mumbled something about feelings and "it just happened." And I laughed because, of course, betrayal is always an accident when they're caught. I walked out and drove straight to my parents' house. My father opened the door and asked why I looked sick. I said, "Ask your favorite son and my wife why they're at the Marriott together." My mother overheard and burst into tears immediately. My father cursed under his breath and grabbed his phone. The fallout was fast and brutal. I filed for divorce the next morning and sent my parents the hotel receipt I pulled from Melissa's purse while she was scrambling to get dressed. My mother disowned Derek on the spot. My father kicked him out of his workshop job. When Melissa showed up at the house 2 days later begging to talk, I handed her a list of everything she'd need to sign to avoid me taking her for adultery in court. She cried and said it was a mistake. I told her, "A mistake is forgetting your keys, not sleeping with my brother." Derek texted me once saying I ruined his life. I replied, "Funny, I thought you ruined mine first." I'm rebuilding now, and they're both exactly where they belong, without me and without each other.